Welcome, Sagittarius, to your monthly love reading for August of 2018. So, new format, just for this month. I've done this before. Well, not quite like this, but I'm doing it like this month. So, this is, I feel, well, the first part of the month. We're going to look into that. And I feel that a lot of you are holding back like no other. Like you're holding back away from someone. It's like you're protecting yourself. By all means necessary. Sometimes it's protecting your own energy from confrontation, from getting hurt again, and also financially you might be trying to do the best that you can do for you right now. So whether or not you've been holding on to someone else that you might need to let go of, I feel like that might be an emotional distraction that's helping you cope with that particular scenario. You may have been dealing with a very, very controlling person or controlling partner that may have been around, and whatever you try to do or whatever space you try to ask for or whatever you might need, they might not like that so much. And they often look at, I feel like they're thinking about, during the first week of a month, they're thinking about how they've been treating you or vice versa, and the things that brought you to maybe an abrupt end or some kind of change. And I feel like that person could be returning to you this month around your energy in some kind of way. Lingering tension that could be there, issues where you've been dealing with someone that was also dealing with someone who kind of kept them held hostage or not being able to kind of do what they wanted to do or even communicate with you at times. And I feel like that's part of what's been going on. So it could have been a struggle for some. I can't even swallow. Okay, so I mean, when these things kind of come up like this, I feel like there's some kind of tension around the home. It could be a mother, it could be a father that you might be dealing with. That could be something that holds you back from experiencing, complete fulfillment with somebody else. And I feel some kind of interference is there. So that's the kind of energy that you might be experiencing through the first part of the month. I feel just holding back a bit and kind of that self-protection in some way. And again, some still attached to somebody else that you might need to move on from. That might be an issue. Now, the second part of the month, I feel a lot of you are focusing again on you, on yourself right now, and you may be very heartbroken by it because it's either forced on you from someone else. Sometimes this is also having to move out or move away from someone for the time being because you can't get through to somebody else in the way that they might be treating you, the way that they might be handling your request for space or to remove yourself from a very restrictive situation or scenario. They're not liking it too much, and often this person might even come through and say that they apologize, that your two can be cool, but deep down they still might have resentment that they're holding on to. So they kind of pull you in, and then they kind of lash out at you. You have to pause, but I was saying they might lash out at you as you get closer, to them. This kind of game that they might play. So I feel like it's almost best for you to focus on you right now and kind of focus on your independence and your self-esteem and work on just doing you, and allow them to get over whatever rift that they could be dealing with someone else, and also with your energy right now, trying to figure out what they actually want emotionally, what's working for the both of you or what's not working, and detaching, I feel. All right. So there might be some heartbreak because of financial reasons. I feel that may be really heavy on the both of you. So trying to heal. This is the first time it's been happening. I have been having a hard time swallowing. I'm not sure why that's going on, but that's interesting. But now, as we move into the third part of the month, the energy I feel here is where some of you might be very tense because someone might even be wanting you to commit to them, but you're not ready. And I feel like you're holding back, and the pressure that might be put on you for you to jump into a relationship or to open up to someone else, it might be too much for you. And the resentment that builds up, the intensity that is there, could really hold you back, and could also have the other person kind of miss out on the opportunity to be with you because they're pushing up too much, and that's causing a negative tension between you two, and it's not going to be a good thing overall for the connection. So I feel like that particular person might even have some personal things that's going on with them, where they're constantly up, they're in and out. Sometimes they might even have these triggers where they do certain things or say certain things that has them overreact at times with you. This could be going on with you as well. It just depends there. But I feel like the things that they think about themselves. You stand up late at night and you're constantly on their mind. You might be constantly on, they might be constantly on your mind as well. So that energy is there, but I feel the friction that's there between you two, and them even being afraid. For instance, again, if you are dealing with somebody who is having an issue with opening up to you because they're feeling suffocated in a relationship and not able to move on from it because of conflict, or a very controlling partner, that might be the tension that they're constantly thinking about. If I do this, if I do that, something might happen, some kind of drama might happen. That could be part of the issue, because again, we was speaking about dealing with a very controlling partner. So something like that might be still bothering some of you right now. It's almost like kind of like a karmic thing. Say, for instance, if you open up to somebody and if you got into a relationship with them, or a marriage or a partnership, and you kind of jumped out, or kind of jumped ship or abandoned ship, it's like that person's energy is following you around because they might want an explanation as to why certain things happen, vice versa. That might be something that is a karmic tie for maybe a few more months or something, because this energy has been following you around a little bit. So some of you may be experiencing something like that. So I feel like there might be, because of the tension and the arguments between you two, there could be issues of coming together around the 3rd week of August. So that could be very annoying. Some of you might be trying to hide out because you just don't want to be bothered, maybe be around people. Is your prerogative. You can do what you need to do to be secure or feel like you're comforted or comfortable. You don't have to be around anybody to to kind of appease them, but try your best to do you and have fun. And I feel like that's important. So towards the end of the month, though, I feel like some clarity will be coming through, and I feel like either this person, someone that you're dealing with, they'll start to understand that the reasons why some of you are not able to commit to them or really open up to them, because you may have been married or in a relationship, and that could really put a damper on someone else's feelings, their plans, because I feel like they might be really feeling down, might be crying, might be just overly emotional a bit, could even be led to drinking, these kind of things, or drugs, intoxication. And also the fact that they may have invested a lot in the relationship, and now they're having to to re-up on different things, because they may have, say, if they were giving you gifts or trying to please you or something like that's going on with you, then they put all their money out, they're doing different things and making plans, and things didn't work out, and it's like, now what? So I feel like they're trying to be on the up and up. They might be closed off to other opportunities as well. So I feel like these things are, you might be really healing from some issues that you two have gone through with somebody. All right, and these things are still following you around. So some truth and clarity will be coming through towards the end of the month. I feel like I'm gonna say all of you a lot of you are embracing the fact that something was not working out before. You tried to disconnect from it, you took some time away, and now coming back to with their romantic partner or with their love potential is very hard. So I feel like someone from your past might be returning to you to maybe reconcile, to maybe be friends, to get the energy where it was before you two maybe even got close, and being able to separate, whether you reconcile to be in an intimate relationship or not, just depends. But a lot of you are needing to maybe just express what you need, express what you desire, and see how things might go from there. But I feel like part of this month is a lot of work, stability, and making sure that you tie up loose ends and maybe start anew, especially once Mercury and the planet Mars goes direct, and that's towards the middle of the month, the end of the month for Mars, and I believe like the 20th or maybe mid part of August for Mercury. So keep that in mind as you go out throughout the month. The tension is there, got to be honest with you. So I really do hope that you have a great month. Tons of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes. I wish you the best. You can always go to Psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for your energy. There's a lot of things going on here, so I try to put it all in a kind of a picture which you might be experiencing each week, because these are general, so it's like to each their own. Everyone is going through a different variation of the same kind of situation in some way, but it's just a lot of different things that people struggle with and some people conquer. All right, so have a good one, tons of love, and lots of light.